guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Patty and this is my husband Aaron. So for today's video we'll be doing a part 2 series of the Daysy. If you haven't watched part 1, I'll leave it linked down below so you can go ahead and watch that before you watch this video. The Daysy is a fertility tracker which helps us women track our cycle. So basically what we're going to be doing today is I've written down a few questions for us to go over, and we'll just be answering those for you guys. Okay, the first question is, how did you come across Daysy? So it goes back to when we were planning our wedding. One of the requirements through the Catholic Church, because we're both Catholic, is to take some premarital courses. So while we were taking the premarital courses, we actually learned that it's sinful to have any barrier methods when having intercourse with your partner, and we just learned a lot through those classes and it really changed our beliefs. So that's when we were introduced to natural family planning. There's multiple methods, such as the billing method that they went over with us, but all of those methods just seemed a bit too complicated, at least for me, just because most of them require you to chart everything with paper and pen day by day, and it was just too much for me. So what I did is I did some research and I came across Daysy, and I just started doing my research and I really liked what I saw, all the reviews that I read. So I mentioned it to Aaron.
Yeah, definitely was on board with it. It's natural family planning. It's at the beginning of our marriage, we wanted to use it for prevention, and then of course that ultimately changed. So it was a good way to keep track of everything. So the next question that we have is, why do you choose Daysy over other options? There are other natural family planning options that are not necessarily easier, not necessarily harder, but more in depth, that requires a lot more attention to detail and things of that nature. And we didn't necessarily want to go forth with that. And then in addition to that, every other barrier option and abortifacient option was not even a thought in our brains, because of course, as Patty mentioned, we are Catholic and we don't believe in any of those types of methods. So the next question is, would you recommend Daysy to other couples? Personally, I would, especially if you are looking to achieve or looking to prevent childbirth. It's a really great tool that anybody can use on their everyday to track their cycle, just for a woman to get to know their body. And when a woman knows her body, I feel like it's gonna make the
relationship
just a little bit better. They can both be on the same page and understand and practice either abstinence or other fashions if they feel like that's the options that they want to go with.
I would also definitely recommend using it for any other couples out there, just because for me personally, prior to using the Daysy, I had no idea what was going on with my cycle. I had no idea when I was fertile or what certain things that were happening with my body meant. So just having Daysy and taking those temperatures every morning really just empowered me and, made me feel in control of my cycle and aware, and you're just fully aware at all times at what's happening with your body. So so yeah, I would definitely recommend it. In addition to empowering me, I really like how it's all non-hormonal, all natural. All you have to do, like I said in my previous video, is Literally just take your temperature. That's all it takes. And then you have, you know, this 1 week which you're fertile in. And if you're not Catholic, then you are free. You're welcome to use other barrier methods during that week. Also, another reason why we would highly recommend Daysy for other couples is because one of the main reasons why I suspected I was pregnant is because Daysy was showing that I was fertile for a little over 3 weeks. And for those of you that know, a woman is fertile for 5 to 7 days. So when I went over that 7-day mark, I knew something was up. That's like the main reason why I decided to take a pregnancy test. I was feeling a few other symptoms, not too much. But if it weren't for the Daysy, I would not have thought of taking a pregnancy test. However, when I was doing my research on Daysy, I did read that the device is supposed to tell you 2 weeks, about like 15 days after you've ovulated. Well, when you take your temperature, it should already be showing that you're pregnant. So the way that it would tell you would be, there would be the red light, the green light, and the yellow light would all light up, and that's Daysy telling you you're pregnant. So I continued taking my temperatures, just like I said. It was reading fertile for 3 weeks, but I never got the 3 lights. So that's my only negative review on the Daysy, the only issue that I have with the Daysy. But like I said, I was getting fertile for over 3 weeks, so that still helped me, you know, consider the possibility of me being pregnant. Next question. Will you continue using Daysy after your first child is born? For those of you that don't know, we are expecting our first child. We did use the Daysy as a means to achieve pregnancy. I did mention in the previous video that initially we were using it to prevent it, and then we ended up using it to achieve pregnancy. I see myself continuing to use my Daysy after our first child is born, just because, like we said, we really like it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we definitely do. And I think it'll be a great tool to use. Again, you know, as soon as our child is born. So once we do have our first child, we don't know what the gender is just yet, but once that child is born, we can use the Daysy to...
Once the child is born.
Once the child is born. Why? We don't know what the gender is. Well, once the child is born, we'll be able to use Daysy to prevent another child from being born, and especially during the time that she's healing after childbirth. And then essentially be able to hold off from having another child for essentially as long as we would like to. We definitely want to bring more life into this world, but you know, being able to prevent it, or being able to know when is the best time, and to put a little bit more planning and structure to having our families is very important to us. But of course, the biggest importance to us is God and His plan. So because of that, whatever is decided happens.
Hey guys, that concludes today's video on Daysy and our thought process on the device. Again, these are just our personal thoughts, our opinions. If it's not for you, it's not for you. We just wanted to put this device that has been so amazing to us out there and just share some awareness on it.
If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, we'll catch you in the next one.